In this series, I paid $100,000 for an abandoned gold mine, hoping to make it big in the Yukon. Can I do it? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back, everyone. So this is day 2 of the gold mine series. I kind of need to make a road, and I don't have a bridge, but I did find this overburdened pile, and I think it would be alright. We just need to put down probably 2 culverts and this overburden over it, and we should have a new road to the mine site, because we need to do it soon because, well, I don't have a tank up here and we're actually getting pretty low on fuel. For us to get a fuel delivery, we need a road so the fuel truck can actually make it. But we won't get a fuel delivery probably for another couple of days because there's a huge list and we're actually on the bottom. Oh, and I forgot, I actually don't have money to pay for the fuel, so it's a good thing it's coming in a couple of days. So I got the opportunity to actually get a little bit of gold through the plant, and hopefully we can actually make some money. So after spending the next couple hours between the excavator, rock truck, and dozer, I was able to create a road. Well, sort of. But hey, it may not be the prettiest road, but I think it will serve its purpose. So I'm actually running a bit low on fuel now. The dozer's almost completely empty, the excavator is pretty low, and the rock truck got about a quarter tank. But this road, I think it should be good enough. I can always fix it up later on. We still got water coming into the claim, but I'm going to be reclaiming this in a week, so we'll just make it a lake. Anyway, I have one problem solved. We're going to go over to our neighbor Terry's and we're going to borrow his fuel trailer. We're going to go to town and we're going to get $600 worth of diesel. Well, after putting $600 in the tank, I realized it wasn't enough, so I charged the rest to Terry's account. Don't tell him. I'm joking, he already knows. So I'm not going to be using the dozer for a little bit. I'm just going to fill up the rock truck and the excavator so I can start getting some pay brought to the plant because we are dead broke. Well, that's one down. We got one machine left to fill up, but we're going to get wet because we got to bring this to the pay, and the cut is under 4 feet of water. Brr, that was cold, but I'm back over. I got our excavator and we're filling it up. I'm actually going to have to try and get some sort of tank because we need something that can hold more fuel, and Terry's going to want this back. So we're going to look on Marketplace a little bit later when we get a bit of free time, and hopefully we can find something. I really need to get some money because we're traveling this excavator so much that we got the final drive destroyed and the undercarriage is completely gone. So I need to buy another machine, and we'll probably leave this one up by the wash plant. But in order to do that, we got to bring as much pay up as possible and run it through the plant. So let's get to it. So for the next several hours, I spent most of my time in the excavator and rock truck, hopping back and forth, making sure to get as much pay as possible brought up to the plant before I bring the excavator up. After climbing up and down the machines 1,000 times, I finally got enough pay brought to the plant, so I decided to bring the excavator up. Alright guys, we got that done. It took me a couple hours, but as you could tell, our excavator is limping really bad. But on the bright side, we should have enough pay to run all night, and believe me, we will be running all night. So tomorrow we can do a cleanup and actually get some money because the struggle is real. And I got a fresh pot of coffee put on. I got my thermos full. I got some tunes. So I'm going to go as long as possible. Good morning, guys. We ran till 4 a.m. It's 7 right now. We made a mess. But on the positive side, I got 3 buckets full of concentrate. And it looks like there's a nice bit of gold in it. So we're going to be bringing it back to the gold room. And we're going to have our very first cleanup in the Yukon. I can't wait. We need it. If we get good money from this cleanup, I got a good idea of what I'm going to buy. And we need it bad. Now, I'm no expert gold miner, but 3 jars full of gold, I think we did pretty good for one single day. So I'm going to load this up in the truck and we're going to run to town because we're getting some money. That should be good there. We got a long drive ahead of us. We got about an hour and a half one way. We gotta go straight to town with this and cash it in. Anyone want to guess what I'm gonna spend this money on? What a long ride, but it's gonna be well worth it when we sell this gold. Now for the moment of truth. Let's see how much money we're gonna get. Oh my, guys, I have never seen this much money. And we still got one more jar. Okay, So we pretty much got over $500,000 from, I'm gonna say, about 2 days worth of cleanup. We got so much money right now, and I know what I'm gonna do with it. Now I can't spend it all. I cannot spend it all because we need to pay bills. We gotta pay Terry back. Alright guys, so I dropped a nice bit of money. We spent $300,000. We paid Terry back, and I used some of the money to actually buy a new piece of equipment. We're gonna be trading in the loader to help us out. We're getting $20,000 for the loader. I think that's pretty good considering all the problems with the loader. But we don't have enough pay in the cut to actually keep us going for the rest of the season. So I was walking around and I actually found a piece of property they must have been clearing because there's no trees here, but they're still overburdened. So we're going to hop in the dozer and we're going to push all of it off, and hopefully we can get down to some nice rich gold filled pay dirt. Well, I've been pushing for a couple hours and we ran into another problem. Guys, we got most of the grubbing off, but we hit ice. Yes, we hit the permafrost, and as you can tell, our dozer don't have a ripper. So I guess we're gonna have to go see our good friend Terry and hopefully work out some sort of deal where I can rent his dozer for a couple of days. Well guys, it looks like our machine is here, but I didn't really design that road for a float truck, so I should go over and stop him before he gets stuck. Ah, dang, I was a bit too late. He's stuck, but at least it's the excavator and not the other thing we're getting, because I wouldn't have been able to get him out. Oh yeah, he's stuck really bad. Oh, just look at this machine. We got a Volvo 300. It's 2 years old. 1,500 hours. This machine is in amazing shape. So he can't really disconnect the trailer right. So I'm going to have to unload from the side. So we're going to take our time. We don't want to beat up his trailer. But I ended up getting a cleanup bucket on this because it's going to spend most of its time digging pay. We're going to be trying to use the dozer for everything else. Okay, let's see the best way for me to get this. I think if I push on it and just keep pushing, we should be able to get it far enough where he can start driving and help us out. Yes, we got it. That wasn't too bad, but I'm going to keep the excavator over here because I got a feeling we're going to have to tow him up. But anyway, I'm going to go over and we're going to go put the loader on, and well, the loader don't really work, so I'm going to have to drag it on. But I'm actually glad I'm getting rid of this loader. It's just too small for where I want to go with this company. But the only thing that will be holding us back now is our wash plant. Our wash plant is a bit small. It's a single sluice run, and I've been looking at other ones. They're just so expensive. Anyway, that should be good enough where it is. So I'm going to go grab the rock truck and we're going to head to Terry's and bring it back. We don't need it anymore, and I kind of want to ask him something. We'll take a shortcut. Well, I mean, this truck should be able to make it up. We'll just, uh-oh. Yeah, we're making it. Yeah, we had no problem. We got it. Just a little rocky, but we're, okay, yeah, we're up. We're up. And I'm off to Terry's. Let's see if we can get Terry's dozer. Guess what, guys? We got a loan of Terry's D7 Cat. So Terry is actually probably one of the biggest miners in the Yukon. This mine right here is massive. One day I would actually like to tour it, but we're kind of too busy right now to stop in. But we got this Cat D7. I would like to have one like this, but I really can't afford a dozer this size. But on another note, we got to get back to the claim and rip up this permafrost. Okay, that was a long travel on the dozer. We did it in an hour. But before I go rip up the permafrost, I kinda need to push up the material that we got left in the claim. And this dozer's a lot bigger than mine, so let's just use this one. I mean, I am paying for it, so why not try and see how much we can actually push and see what it's capable of doing, because this might be a future purchase for us. What a difference with a bigger dozer. That took us no time to get everything pushed up. I think this might be a future purchase if we can actually get the gold out of the ground. I just finished building a ramp with this dozer, but look at the size difference between our D7 and this D7. What a difference. And what a difference it can push. But I'm going to haul this out so I can start ripping everything up and get it nice and thawed out by tomorrow, because we're getting something. And I guess you guys probably guessed at this point, we brought back the rock truck, so we must be getting another rock truck. And you guys are right. So after ripping all afternoon, I finally got it done, and you can tell the sun is doing its magic. It's so sloppy now, but the frost is actually coming out. It's melting. So I'm thinking by tomorrow we might be able to pile up all this overburden and we be able to get down to the pay layer. And that's going to be good because our other machine's coming, and I got this dozer rented for another day, so it should be easy work. But guys, this is going to be it for this video. So if you guys are enjoying this series, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.